Did you know that people enjoy doing slightly challenging tasks more than they enjoy doing easy ones? Did you know that failing at a task encourages problem solving? What about the fact that our entire childhood is a series of failures that teach us some really great lessons that will guide us through the rest of our lives? And yet, somehow, adults grow up to hate failure. This is because we're teaching our young people that failure is a bad thing. From the time they enter school, some of them even before they've entered school, we're teaching them that getting things wrong isn't appropriate. And so now we're raising adults who fear making mistakes, who fear failing. We're living in a society that's leading us to believe that we're supposed to feel good all the time. And because we want to feel good all the time, we want success immediately. Probably because success feels good. The problem is that health is complicated. And usually when we're focusing on fixing something with our health, we are starting from a place of a problem. So right away, if I have weight to lose or some kind of health problem to overcome, because I'm starting from this negative place and the way our world is working, I'm being made to believe that, well, this whole thing then is a fail. And I'm starting from a place of not wanting to be here, not wanting to engage, not wanting to overcome. We have a tendency to quit before we start, even when it comes to our health. We don't want to go on the diet or do the exercise or eat the food, the healthy food that will stop the health problem, will stop the weight gain from happening. And we fight against doing what's best for us because we don't want to feel bad. Wellness warrior, we see eating differently than the person beside us as a negative, that there's something wrong with me, that I can't eat what this person's eating. And it's causing us to eat things that are harming our health. We don't make improvements in our health because we're not fighting to do the right thing. And so therefore, even if we are slowly moving in the right direction, because we're not fighting for it, it stays slow. I want to point out that losing is frustrating, but for some reason, this system that we're living in, we make it depressing. In school, we are judged by whether or not we get something right away or we make a mistake. So we fail, basically. And if we fail, well, we get this red marking on our work, and possibly if we fail hard enough, we do not advance to the next school year. How disheartening is that for a little person, a young person who's trying to do their best, but their best isn't good enough. They can't make a mistake. We aren't encouraged to try again. Well, outside of sports, but I mean in our academic world, if you have to try too many times, something's wrong with you. We need to test you, and not realizing that it's the normal process of how we learn. When we were very young, under the age of 7 or 8, we accept that kids will need to practice and try and learn. But for some reason, after the age of like 8 or 9 years old, we think that they should be able to read something once and get it. And that's not the way that this works. Taking more than 3 years to complete that 3-year university program, that's a no-no. And you might not get hired because it took you extra time. Wellness warrior, can I point out that usually people are graduating university in their early to mid 20s and have their entire life ahead of them. Everything is judged and everything is seen from one perspective and only one perspective. If you didn't do it this way, you're a fail. And I want us to question this. We're not respecting the differences between people in terms of what topics we all care about, because there might be some school topics that I just don't care about, and so therefore it's harder for me to study it. And the different ways that we all learn, because maybe I'm more of a hands-on kinesthetic learner than the person who can learn from reading and memorizing and doing like more brain work. And why are we saying that the different ways that people learn are not valid? I can definitely learn chemistry by engaging chemistry, as well as I can learn chemistry by reading about it. It's two different modes of education. When we're talking about diet, to bring this back around, because we are starting our keto diet because of weight or some kind of metabolic issue, and because we believe that We shouldn't have to struggle, right? We live in the everybody should be happy, everything should be easy world. We want the easy answer to our food issue. Often people will ask for recipes and meal plans and not want to look at their plate and decipher what's on my plate that shouldn't be there and what else can I replace that thing that shouldn't be there with. If you want the answer handed to you, you're not going to appreciate it, first of all, as we learned from the first thing I said, that we like a little bit of a challenge. We find that more interesting. But second of all, my answer might not be your answer. You see, after doing a keto diet, what I learned was that I'm not able to eat nightshades. If I would have followed somebody's meal plan and just followed it without any further information, instruction, learning, trying to figure it out for myself, living my own successes and failures, I wouldn't have figured out that I'm allergic to nightshades. So, how many meals do you think have tomatoes in them? That's a nightshade. Well, a lot of them actually do. How many meals do you think have peppers in them, like green peppers and all the spicy peppers? A lot of them. And so if I would have just followed somebody else's meal plan, I might have been eating peppers and tomatoes and eggplant and a little bit of potatoes, and I could have been harming my health the entire time, not succeeding because I would have been full of inflammation, not succeeding at my weight loss, not succeeding at my better health, and I would not have solved my problem. Wellness warrior, the everybody's a winner, the everybody deserves to have the answer quick and easy attitude that we live in today is ruining our ability to solve our health problems. And it's not even just our health problems. It's ruining our ability to improve our lives. Because when things go wrong, rather than stop, analyze, and figure out why this isn't working, we look for somebody to give us the definitive answer. Just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to eat. Just tell me the food to ingest. And when they say foods that we don't like, we get upset. But can I point out that there's a reason that I don't tell you what to eat? Because my diet is my diet, and your diet is going to be your diet. You need to figure out the foods you like and the way that you like them cooked so that you can be consistent with keto long term. If we want the rewards of health, we need to be willing to do the work of eating healthy food. We need to be doing the work of exercising and moving our bodies. I remember that when I started climbing, I ran into a challenge. And no matter how I tried to accomplish that climb, I couldn't do it. And it took me several days to figure it out. But once I figured it out, amazing, I was able to do it. Each time after that, I climbed it. And Wellness Warrior, I need you to understand that that's for fun, climbing. The food you eat is for your health. It's for your longevity. It's for the body you are building for the rest of your life. And I'm encouraging you, take this seriously. Because if you think about what you personally consider success, the last thing that you would say that, yeah, that was a success for me. Was it something that you accomplished easily, or was it something that you needed to work for? I'm wondering, am I the only one that's seeing this? Let me know in the comments below. Do you consider things that are handed to you, things that were successes? I'm curious. The powers that be want you to believe that you should be happy all the time and that we should all be winners and you should just get what you deserve, and it's a way of keeping us stuck. It's a way of keeping us from pushing to get more in life because we take what's given to us. The reality is we're supposed to live challenges so that we can find our own solutions, the solutions that actually work for me. It really is amazing that in 2023 we have the medical advancements that we have that allow us to live to 100 years old easily. The question is, are you okay with making it to 100, but your body isn't working properly, that you're on multiple medications to manage the pain and to keep you moving forward? Or would you rather live that last 20 to 30 years of your life pain-free and enjoying your body? Because this is the dilemma. We can do the work of eating healthy keto so that we can live pain-free, but that means forsaking the garbage and fun junky foods. Or we eat the processed garbage and live in this fairy tale land where the last 20 to 30 years of our life feel horrible. I'm really hoping that you're going to choose to watch this video, which is going to help you to end your carb addiction and reverse metabolic disease. Click on the link and I'm going to meet you over there.